Okay, we here live, Mill City Boxing, home of that high-level pro boxing media, and we here with the one and only Ronnie Shields. How are you?
Doing great, man. Ready to go.
Fight week, you got David Morrell on the card. How's he looking?
Looking great, man. First fight at 175, but you know he's feeling great. He's looking good, so we're ready to go.
So there's obviously, 175 starting to heat up as well, but can he still make 168?
He can still make 68, but you know, unless it's for something that it means something, it does. He shouldn't go back down.
Talk to me. What do you think about the 175 division, the light heavyweight division?
It's a great division, man. I mean, it really is. You got two great champions there.
Yep.
That's about to unify, and so it's gonna be one champion in October. So, he gonna have the X on his back.
You've trained many champions. I mean, let's talk about David Morrell. What do you think about him as a fighter?
As a fighter, man, I think he's one of the best out there. The kid he's young, he has power, he has agility. This kid has everything that it takes to be a world champion. And the most important thing is that to keep him focused and and as soon as the opportunity comes, take advantage of it and become champion of the world.
How does he look in this training camp versus the other training camps?
Well, all our training camps basically are close to being the same. It's just he's moving up in weight, so we got bigger guys for him to spar with, and he's much faster than most of them because he's just trying to get there, trying to get to 175. But as long as we could keep his speed and his power, everything should be great.
What do you think about his opponent, and what do you think about the stylistic matchup?
Well, I've been knowing Hot Rod for a long time. Of course, now I've been studying him a lot more. He's a good fighter. He's been around a while. He has a lot of fights, so he got a lot of experience, and we just have to take advantage of every little thing.
Do you believe this is a step-up fight, and how much of a step-up fight is this in David Morrell's
Well, of course it's a step-up fight because number one, moving to a new weight division with a guy with a lot of experience. So, of course, so we have to outsmart him.
So, let's talk about, as far as the card itself. What does it feel to be a part of such a magnitude event like this one?
You know what? It's really a great card. I think Travis Crawford, to me, is one of the best fighters in the world, and deservedly, he's the main event on this show. And Isaac Cruz, of course, this kid, he's a great fighter himself. So I think the top two at the top, they bring a lot to the card. So and just to being on the card like this, is great. I think a lot of people are going to be watching, and just to be on this card is going to get a lot of publicity for all of the fighters.
What are the fight that intrigues you on the card?
Really and truly, I think every fight. I think every fight is a good fight. I think, the matchmaking was perfect on this fight because, it's on some fights it's a toss-up, and I think the majority of fights are going to go the distance.
So what do you think about Turkey Al-Sheikh and just preparation to this card? Because you just talked about matchmaking, talking about majority of these fights going the distance. What do you think about Turkey?
I think what he's doing is great. I think it's great for the fighters that they get to fight, on a magnitude that people have always talked about, but it never happened. So now it's starting to happen. So and it's a lot has to do with Turkey.
What do you see in David Morrell's ceiling as far as weight divisions, as far as conquering titles in different divisions? What do you think his ceiling is?
Well, I think he's at the top of his ceiling right now. I'm not sure he can get in. I'm not sure he can get to 190. To tell you the truth, maybe he could, but right now I just don't see it. He's 26 years old, and he walks around about 185. So, going up to cruiserweight, we would have to put a lot of muscle on him and build him up to that. And this is his first fight right now at 175, and he's 26 years old already. So I don't see cruiserweight in his future, but you never know.
He has the skills, he has the look, he's marketable.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he can get that marquee fight first at 68 or 75? And who would you,
I think
what type of
75.
names you would like?
And I would love to fight the winner out of the undisputed fight, out of Petreviev and Bivol. I think that's the goal has always been to fight the best.
Right.
And if these two are the best, then that's where we need to go.
I talked to Roy Jones and Zab Judah earlier. They say, you know, when you are at that level, you can't sleep at night until you're the best. Do you feel like David Morrell is on that mindset as well?
Oh, without a doubt. That's all this kid talks about is fighting the best fighters in the world. You know, because he wants to be there. He wants people talking about him, trying to fight him.
So we have obviously Canelo Alvarez. He's fighting Edgar Berlanga. What do you think about that fight?
You know what? I think Canelo's going to knock him out. I just don't see. I just don't see Berlanga doing anything that can offset what Canelo does.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.